Courtney Cox here in the Nesson Digital Studios, joined now by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky, so busy today. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Not a problem. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, Daytona around the corner. How are you feeling? Does the excitement start to pick up around today?
Yeah, I think Daytona 500 Media Day is really kind of when it all kicks off. You know, you go racing tomorrow in the duels, and you still got to wait all day tomorrow before you get to race because we don't race till tomorrow night. But I think a lot of us are just ready to kind of get in the car, get to drafting. We haven't done a whole lot of drafting since we only really did qualifying practice over the weekend. So we're ready to go. I'm ready to get out there and do some drafting and hopefully pick up a dual win headed into the weekend, carry a little confidence into Sunday.
Well, for fans, Daytona 500 is so special, but as a driver, what makes the race so special?
Well, I mean, it is our sport. This race is one that so many legends have won, and a lot of legends never got a chance to pull into victory lane during the Daytona 500. And so every time you come here, you know it's your one shot for the year to win the Great American Race, and it really can change your career and in your life and everything about what's going on with your organization and team. And so it's a huge race that everybody wants to win, and you only get one shot every year, and so that's what makes it tough.
Well, last year you were leading early in the Daytona 500, but you got caught in a multi-car wreck. What's the strategy heading into this year's race?
Yeah, it was nice being able to be competitive last year. Lead some laps, run up front. You're always have that chance of getting caught up in a wreck, or it's part of speedway racing. But you don't try and think about that. You do try and go back and kind of replay some of those instances in your head to make sure you can kind of put yourself in a better position come the following year. And so we're going to take all those, what we've learned over the last few years, and we've pulled into victory lane here at Daytona. So we know we can do it. We just got to make sure we put it all together and put ourselves in the right position. And even throughout the middle part of the race, if it looks like things are getting hairy and the race is getting out of hand, then if we want to stay towards the front, we can, or if we want to position ourselves further at the back to try and miss a wreck. I've had Daytona 500s where I did everything perfect, missed all the wrecks, and got a good finish out of it, but it doesn't always work that way.
Any expectations for not only Sunday, but the 2019 season as a whole?
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of unknowns coming into this season, but I think Daytona 500, the package is the same as what we've had. The Fords, we have our new Mustangs out here, so looking forward to getting our Fastenal Ford, hopefully in victory lane on Sunday. I think everybody kind of knows what to expect coming into Sunday because not a lot has changed. But then you look ahead to Atlanta and the rest of our season with the rules package that we have. I think everybody's kind of wondering what it's going to be like. They've had 2 tests so far, and I haven't taken a part in those tests. I just got to lean on my new teammate Ryan Newman, kind of see his thoughts on the way the test went, and I got a lot of feedback from him. But I think everybody is anxious to get to Atlanta, Vegas, Fontana, Phoenix, kind of get that first stretch of races out of the way to kind of see how the racing's going to shake out.
We're talking to Ryan Newman coming up. It's interesting when you hear a driver talk about a teammate. For you, what's that relationship like?
Yeah, teammates are essential to making an organization run well, run smooth, and ultimately progress. And so Roush Fenway, we're in a state right now where we're looking to continue progress, making our cars better and faster, and having something to go compete with wins week in and week out. And we got a ways to go, but I think when I look at Ryan coming in as a teammate, I feel like our friendship and our bond off the track will help us kind of stick together and push our organization in the right direction. He's got a lot of experience being at different teams, an engineering background degree, and so there's a lot of good things that come. I feel like Ryan being my new teammate, and I think that's going to be something that you'll be able to see our progress throughout the season.
Well, you're big into dirt racing, where there are often, sellout crowds at the bigger events. What can NASCAR learn from dirt racing for this top series?
Yeah, I think NASCAR is really embracing a lot of dirt racing, a lot of short track racing. The short track racing around here this week during Speed Weeks has been sold out, standing room only, at the dirt track over at New Smyrna at the short track asphalt races that they're running around here. So, NASCAR is doing a big push this year, really just trying to get more integrated into, that fan base and, letting them know that, they're supporting racetracks all across the country. NASCAR Home Tracks does a great job, but, I think it's picking up a lot of steam, and I'm excited to see where, our sport is headed when we start getting those fans to kind of cross over between the two dirt race and short track racing, and ultimately, our NASCAR races each weekend.
Okay, one fun question. A picture of you was surfacing around social media. Bubba Wallace posted a photo of you, I think we're pulling it up now, of you eating a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
There was a fold and a fork involved. Is that how you normally eat that, or is this a special circumstance?
I would say it was a special circumstance. The pizza was not as crispy as I would have liked, so I held the fork up. I don't like folding pizza, so I don't know. I think it makes it taste different, and I don't really like doing that. So I had to use the fork to hold the soggy part of the pizza up. Ate a few bites, and then after the soggy part was gone, I was able to eat it normal. But what Bubba didn't tell everybody after he sent that picture out, or before he sent that picture out, he picked up his pizza, and all the cheese and pepperoni fell off of it. So my pizza was better.
Well, there you have it, a full play-by-play. Ricky, thanks so much for taking the time to talk.